Okay, well, good morning to you, and welcome to this Tuesday. Hope our time together finds you well, and welcome to our power up here this morning. We'll give everybody a couple seconds here to get on. Those who are able to watch live, we got our young people delivered to camp okay yesterday, and got them all set up there. They were excited about being at camp, and what an awesome opportunity it is for them to learn and to grow. And so I hope you be in prayer for them as they're at camp. Pray that their hearts will be open to the preaching, and that they would allow the Holy Spirit to impact and change their life. We're in Proverbs 26. I would encourage you to join me there. Proverbs 26. We have looked in the last several days at the fool and the fool's behavior in this life, and really the consequences of the foolish behavior in that. And this morning we have kind of a bit of a change in at least terminology. I believe that the fool could be found somewhere in this type of individual's life as well. But we're going to be looking at the slothful man today, the slothful man. So we've looked at the fool and now the slothful man. So let's look at verse number 13. Verse 13, Proverbs 26, verse 13. The Bible says, the slothful man saith, there's a lion in the way, a lion is in the streets. The slothful hideth his hand, and then verse number 14, as the door turneth upon his hinges, so doth the slothful upon his bed. The slothful hideth his hand in his bosom. It grieveth him to bring it to his mouth again. And so let's make just a couple of comments on the slothful individual, and then think about your life. We don't want to be characterized as being obviously the foolish man. We shouldn't want to be characterized as the slothful man. And so let's look at these descriptors here. Well, excuse me. Sorry about that. Wow. I don't know where that came from. Verse number 13. Let's go back and look. He says, the slothful man saith, there's a lion in the way, a lion in the street. The slothful individual notices problems, notices situations maybe that are not pleasant, that are not good. He sees the lion in the street. He sees the issue, but he's unwilling to do anything about it. And he cries all day long, hey, there's a lion in the street. There's a lion in the street. He can look at everybody else's problems, look at everybody else's issues. And I'm not saying that everybody else doesn't have a problem, doesn't have an issue, but the slothful man can point out everything else in somebody else's life without looking at the problem in their own life. And they see the problem, they see the lion in the street, but they, as we'll see here, they sit back and they do nothing about it. And so don't be that type of person that sees the problem, notices the problem, and isn't willing to help find the solution to it. And so you want to be that individual that's proactive, that sees the issue and is willing to go after it. And the slothful man, he does not. He sees the problem and expects somebody else to take care of it. Look at verse number 14. As the door turneth upon his hinges, so doth the slothful man upon his bed. Rather than getting up and getting to life, to work, and getting on with your day, the slothful man just rolls over in his bed and tries to go back to sleep. Maybe one of the worst inventions, obviously it has its benefits, especially in our society today that is consumed with time, and is the alarm clock. The alarm clock is a tremendous tool. We set it so that we get up at a certain time. But also it can be, and this is kind of the picture of the slothful man, we hit that alarm clock goes off, and what do we often do? We hit that snooze button. Oh, just 10 more minutes, and we roll over and try to go back to sleep. It goes off again. We look at the time. I've got time. We hit that snooze button again. It's kind of like the picture of the slothful man here. As As the door turneth upon its hinges, it kind of goes back and forth and back and forth. So the slothful upon his bed. And so, uh, just a reminder: sleep is a good thing. Your body needs it, but also you need to have purpose in your life. You need to have goals in your life. You need to get up and get to life. Don't spend your whole life sleeping. Let's look, verse number 15. Verse 15, the slothful hideth his hand in his bosom. It grieveth him to bring it again to his mouth. And you think about this picture here of the slothful man, hideth his hand in his bosom. This could be pictured several ways. Could be pictured as an individual sitting back in his recliner, his chair, puts his hands in his bosom. He's not going to get up. He's not going to go to work. And he's just content where he is. Sometimes we might think of it this way as an individual when there's work to be done, crosses his arms and goes like this. We think of it that way sometimes too. And then the picture is this. The idea is that you got to, in order to eat, you got to work. That's a life principle. And when we go around like this, we're unwilling to work. And it kind of indicates, hey, you know what? I don't care. This type of attitude. Hey, I'm not going to work. Hey, I hope somebody else gets that done for me. And it says here, hey, he's and bringeth it not again to his mouth. He's content where he's at, not willing to work. And you think about bringing the food to your mouth to eat. He won't have that food because he's been slothful. He's been unwilling to work. And so I want to encourage you, be an individual that's willing to work and work hard, and be willing to jump in without asking. I would say this: when you see a problem, like what the slothful, he saw, hey, there's a lion in the way, there's a lion in the street. Look at this problem. Somebody's got to take care of it. And he's back like this. You know, when you see a need, when you see a problem, when you see that there's some work that needs to be done, or man, somebody needs some help with something, hey, be willing to jump in and help with that. Be willing to be a blessing and to help with it. Don't just sit back and say, hey, hope you get that done. Hey, I hope that works out for you. Hey, you better get on that. No, try to, if you've got time and you've got the strength and you've got the ability, be willing to help. Don't just be that armchair quarterback and, oh, look at that problem. Oh, look at that thing. Hey, be willing to jump in and help out. Now let's look at verse number 16. We've got really another descriptor of this, maybe another word for slothful, but look, we've got the sluggard. The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit than 7 men that can render a reason. The sluggard, in his own conceit, in his own eyes, in his own thoughts, in his own mind, thinks that he's wiser than 7 men that can render a reason. And the sluggard thinks that he's got it all together, thinks he's better than individuals that have, it says here, that render a reason, that can answer appropriately, that can give a good answer. The sluggard, in his own eyes, thinks he knows it all, and thinks that he knows more than 7 men that have a good, let's say, a good solution to a problem, a good answer to a problem. And the sluggard's unwilling to listen. He's going to do his own thing. He's what we might say, a know-it-all. Have you ever been around somebody that thinks they know it all? That once they begin talking, you'll never get another word in. When you try to give, hey, what do you think about that? No, we're doing it my way. It's my way, the highway type of individual. That's the sluggard. And don't want to be characterized as the sluggard, don't want to be characterized as the slothful or the foolish. And so look at these descriptors. Hey, do you fit into any of those descriptors? And if so, hey, we need to take a step back, refocus our life, because we don't want those words describing us. We don't want that sluggard, that slothful, that fool describing our life. And so we must live in such a way, be willing to work, be willing to listen, be willing to work together with individuals so that you're not falling into these descriptions here. Okay. I'm going to leave you those couple of thoughts. And I'm going to let you go for the day. Hopefully, you'll have a great day today. It's supposed to be a little cooler today, not be as warm as what it has been. And so hopefully be able to enjoy the coolness of the day, get outside, get some work done, all that good stuff there. But I want to challenge you. Have a great day today, no matter what it is you're doing. If you're at work, hey, let's work hard. And hopefully, you'll have a wonderful day. Let me give a couple shout outs to those who are watching live. If you are watching, be sure to like, share, and comment. If you're watching the recorded version later in the day, thank you so much for that as well. Be sure to like, share, and comment. I enjoy reading those comments throughout the day, and be sure and do so there. Let me greet those who are watching live and have commented. Let's see here. Good morning, Lynette. Thank you for being on and watching this morning. Cliff and Karen, good morning to you. Brian and Cindy, good morning. Ingrid, good morning to you as well. Mom, good morning. I hope Power Up finds you well. John, thank you so much for watching from India there, and trust that the Power Up's been a blessing here. Kathy, good morning to you as well, Dick and Kathy, and hope you have a great day. Paula, good morning to you. Jody, thank you so much for watching. It's good to see you several days ago. And your husband. Diane, good morning to you. Charlie and Marcia, thank you so much for being on. Have a great day. And David, good morning. Have a wonderful day as well. All right. Lord willing, we'll check in tomorrow for a Power Up. Don't forget also tomorrow we have our midweek service at 6 o'clock. Hope to see you then. Lord bless you all. Have a great day.